This video is brought to you by Hit Point Press and their Big Bad Booklet series, and by Steamforged Games and their upcoming Kickstarter for Animal Adventures of Faraway Sea. Hello and welcome to The Gallant Goblin. Today we're diving into the new wave of Magic the Gathering unpainted minis to use in your tabletop RPGs, probably D&D. Many thanks to WizKids for sending them to us to review with you. As you may know, Magic the Gathering has a multiverse with many different planes of existence. One of the newest is called Arcavios, and it's home to a learning institution founded by dragons to study the 5 types of mana. This school is called Strixhaven. And if that name sounds familiar, it's probably because the next D&D setting book is called Strixhaven: Curriculum of Chaos, coming out in November. Many of the figures in this release are important characters from the Strixhaven setting, but a few other planes of existence are represented here as well. Before we jump in, if you're a fan of the Theros Magic the Gathering setting, don't miss out on our best-selling Theros Magic item supplement, the Grey Merchant of Asphodel, which brings you a ton of thematic and memorable magical items to use in your Theros adventures. Plus, we bring you the Grey Merchant himself, also known as Gary, and some new mechanics related to him and the items he sells. Learn more at dmsguild.com or use the little link in the video description below. Now let's take a look at our brand new Magic Minis. We'll start with the Strixhaven twins, Rowan and Will Kenrith. Ro here is a planeswalker who specializes in electrical magic and is labeled as a wizard for D&D purposes. Her twin brother Will here uses ice magic, but is labeled as a fighter. They're from the plane known as Eldraine, which is sort of based on Camelot and fairy tales. But they were both invited to be students at Strixhaven. They're unique in that they share a single planeswalker spark, so they always travel together, Ro being the impulsive and bold twin, and Will the more reserved one. And as with pretty much all these minis, there's nothing keeping you from using these as generic PCs or NPCs. They aren't magic specific. This pack has another pair of Strixhaven students. First we have Rutha Squallheart, female orc and mage student at the Prismari College at Strixhaven, which is the College of Elemental Arts. As far as orcs go, Rutha stands out as being especially artistic and flamboyant. She's the 5th generation of her family to attend the Prismari College. Rutha has a really unique ring spell effect that is removable. We also have Zimone Wola, a human female student at the Quandrix College, which focuses on numeromancy. Zimone is extremely intelligent and entered the school at a young age, where I believe she made early friends with Rutha, though they ended up attending different colleges. According to my press materials, one of them is a bard and the other a wizard. Rutha, with her outgoing personality, seems the more likely bard, but I couldn't say for sure. Here we have 2 more Strixhaven students. Killian Liu is a second-year mage student at the Silverquill College. Like a certain evil red-headed starship captain, his friends call him Killy. Silverquill is a college of eloquence, and its dean is Killy's father, Ambrose, a master poet. So that makes things a little bit awkward for young Killian here, who is designated as a wizard. Killian's friend is Dina, a female dryad student at the Witherbloom College, where they study the natural sciences. She's labeled as a druid. She's quick-witted with a dark sense of humor and seems to lack the ability to filter her thoughts before they come out of her mouth. Quintorius Cand, or Quint to his friends, is a male Loxodon mage student at the Lorehole College, where they study archaeomancy and history. He can almost always be found with his head in a book as he obsessively attempts to suss out the truth of any given situation. He's very much interested in learning the history of the Loxodon race and works on an archaeological dig site as part of his scholarship. According to my information here, he is an artificer. So this one is a little bit out of left field. Generic ghouls, certainly useful minis to have on hand. These don't have the long-tongued, emaciated look of our traditional D&D ghouls, but they could be used as any other form of undead as well, like zombies. Unsurprisingly, these are based on cards from the Magic Innistrad set, which is their zombie undead setting. The Butcher is based on the Arbitoire Ghoul, and the other one is based on the Diregraph Ghoul card. There's also a free Planeshift D&D supplement for Innistrad if you want to more fully explore the setting in your D&D games. We'll link it up down below. So these figures are from an entirely different plane called Alara, which used to be extremely rich in mana. At some point in the past, a planeswalker tore the plane apart, breaking it into 5 shards, each very different from one another and each based on a different mana type. The cat creatures known as Nacatls here are from the green shard Naya. It's complicated, but there are different types of Nacatl, the ones here being wild Nacatls, who, true to their name, are more feral for lack of a better term. They can certainly be used as catfolk or tabaxi in your Pathfinder and D&D games. Seems like great minis for tabaxi barbarians. Okay, shh. There's a secret society at odds with Strixhaven, where they study all those things that Strixhaven is forbidden while staying up late at night and watching Cinemax. The society is called Auric, and they're obsessed with gaining more power. They want to destroy Strixhaven and the control it has over magical access. They've developed these monstrosities, known as mage hunters, to snuff out their arcane. It's worth noting at this point that we don't yet have any stat blocks for these monsters or characters, but I presume they'll come with the new Strixhaven book. This large-size mini here is $8.99 MSRP. As I touched on earlier, Strixhaven was founded by a group of elder dragons, one of which was Galazeth Prismari. The Prismari College that Rutha attends is named after him, and he shares Rutha's flair for the dramatic. The dragons all still exist, but aren't directly involved with Strixhaven any longer, preferring to patrol their own domains on the plane of Arcavius. Some honored graduates of Strixhaven join the Dragon's Guard and are sent off to serve one of the 5 founding Elder Dragons. Galazeth's associated mana types are water and fire, which explains his coloring a bit. Again, we don't have any stat blocks for the creatures at this time, but Galazeth comes with a huge-sized base. Here you can see him next to a few of the other recent dragons to get a size comparison. He has such a unique look with the little tentacle things coming off the top of his head, which would make him a little tough to map to one of the regular D&D dragon types. Perhaps a copper dragon, or maybe even a different looking gold dragon. Either way, it's good to get more dragons. Galazeth has an MSRP of $29.99. Finally, we have our most unique creature in the bunch, Omnath, who isn't related to Strixhaven at all. He is a divine manifestation of the wild mana of Zendikar, a plane in the multiverse teeming with primal elemental magic. Omnath is made of pure mana. He began a purely green creature, but eventually incorporated the other mana types into his body. He was imprisoned in an area known as the Prison of Omnath, protected by a circle of strange globular swamp growths and stone hedrons, a circle that warned off anyone who approached it. However, eventually, he was released and began absorbing the elemental magics all around him. He's capable of immense destruction, but no one quite knows what his goals are. It's a legendary creature, and some feel like it's an embodiment of the plane of Zendikar itself. If you have no real interest in Zendikar, this figure could also serve as an enormous water elemental for your players to confront. Or get really creative and make it a magic elemental. If you are interested in playing Zendikar, there's a free supplement that we'll link down below that gives you information on playing the setting in your D&D adventures. He does not come with a base actually, but his terrain skateboard thing covers a roughly 5-inch by 5-inch section of the battle map, so he's a hefty fellow. Omnath has an MSRP of $29.99. If you'd like to learn more about these characters, Wizards has a number of illustrated short stories on their website. We'll link to a few of them down below. There are stories about Killian Wu, Zimone Wola, our Loxodon, Quintorius, Dina the Dryad, the Planeswalking Twins, Rowan and Will, and Rutha the Flamboyant Orc, among others. And if you want to get an early look at what the Strixhaven D&D setting will be like to play in, we'll also link the Mages of Strixhaven Unearthed Arcana playtest materials down below as well. It will allow you to create characters who are students of one of the various Strixhaven colleges, Lorehold, Prismari, Quandrix, Silverquill, and Witherbloom. What's cool about these subclasses is that each one is available to more than one class. Prismari, for example, is available for the Wizard, Sorcerer, and the Druid. And hopefully we'll get another set of minis for Strixhaven, hopefully both painted and unpainted sometime down the line when we approach the release date for the book. But taking a look at these minis here and learning more about Strixhaven to make this video has gotten me kind of excited about the setting, actually. I would love to run a short adventure in Strixhaven. The main problem I have with these Magic the Gathering settings books is that we don't have any pre-written adventures for them beyond the short ones included in the books. As someone who doesn't generally have time to homebrew adventures, I'd love to get some official adventures in Ravnica, Theros, or Strixhaven before we add too many more settings to the list. There are some on dmsguild.com though, so be sure to check those out. These minis here are scheduled to hit store shelves in July 2021, though with the shipping problems plaguing the planet this year, keep in touch with your local game store in case there are any delays. Let me know what you think about this set and the Strixhaven setting in the comments section down below. Many thanks to our sponsors for this video. First, Steamforged Games and their upcoming Kickstarter for Animal Adventures: A Faraway Sea. This book is the new one in the Animal Adventures line, and it brings you new awakened animal races to play as, a new island chain setting that you can drop into your regular D&D game, new adventures to have, new magic items, enemies, NPCs, and more, plus new minis by mini master Russ Charles, who made the minis for Critical Role, and beautiful new art by some of the best artists in the industry. Click the link in the video description down below to sign up to be notified when the Kickstarter launches on July 20th, and don't miss out on the Kickstarter exclusive Baby Kraken Mini. That's Animal Adventures: The Faraway Sea. Also, thank you to Hit Point Press and their Big Bad Booklet series, a monthly zine about boss monsters for 5th edition. Each booklet gives you an adventure to run with your gaming group centered around a new boss each month. The booklet can be used as a one-shot or easily slotted into your ongoing campaigns with several options for story hooks. And the physical booklets come with a new pack of reference cards each time. This month, come meet Ronrabur, a demon who sows violence and chaos to satiate himself. Will you feed into his bloody desires, or can you starve Ronrabur before he gets too powerful? Subscribe today at bigbads.com. And thank you for watching today. Don't forget to join our Patreon family at patreon.com/thegallantgoblin. You can also check out our shirts, hoodies, tank tops, and free 5e supplements at gallantgoblin.com/shop. Liking the video here helps other people find us, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything. Share the minis you paint on our Discord server so we can all learn from each other and get inspired. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. For now, stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I'll see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.